Most people believe their future is shaped by massive events, a big break, a lucky opportunity, a sudden transformation. But the truth is quieter and far more powerful. Your future is being written right now, in this moment, by a single decision you are either avoiding or making on autopilot. Not tomorrow, not next year, today. One decision, made with clarity and courage, has the power to bend the direction of your entire life. And the most dangerous part is this: if you don't consciously choose, life will choose for you. Think about how many people wake up each day and repeat the same routine, not because it excites them, but because it feels familiar. They tell themselves they'll change someday. Someday they'll take care of their health. Someday they'll chase the dream they keep hidden. Someday they'll leave what's draining them. But someday is not a day on the calendar. Someday is a story we tell ourselves to feel comfortable staying exactly where we are. And years later, those same people look back and wonder how life passed so quickly. It wasn't stolen from them. It was quietly traded away, one small unmade decision at a time. Look at the life of Steve Jobs. Before Apple became a global empire, before the speeches, the legacy, the impact, there was a moment when he decided to walk into a calligraphy class that had nothing to do with his major. No one applauded that decision. No one called it genius at the time. It didn't pay him. It didn't guarantee success. But that single choice, driven by curiosity instead of logic, later defined the design philosophy that made Apple revolutionary. One decision didn't just change his career, it changed how millions of people interact with technology. At the time, it looked insignificant. In hindsight, it was everything. Your decision today might not feel dramatic either. It might be as simple as deciding to wake up an hour earlier to work on something that matters to you, or choosing to say no to something that keeps pulling you away from your purpose. Or finally, having an honest conversation you've been postponing out of fear. But the power of a decision is not in how loud it is, it's in how consistent it becomes. One choice, repeated daily, becomes your identity. And identity shapes destiny. Consider someone who decides today to stop seeing themselves as a victim of circumstances and start seeing themselves as responsible for their responses. Nothing external changes instantly. The bills are still there. The challenges remain. But internally, a shift has occurred. That person no longer waits for permission to improve their life. They start asking better questions. What can I control? What skill can I learn? What habit can I change? Over time, that mindset compounds. Months later, they're not the same person. Years later, they're living a life they once thought was impossible. All because of one internal decision no one else even noticed. J.K. Rowling didn't become an author the day Harry Potter was published. The defining decision happened earlier when she chose not to quit writing despite rejection letters, poverty, and doubt. She was a single mother, struggling to survive, writing in cafes while wondering if her dream was foolish. Every logical voice told her to stop. But she made a decision to keep going, not because success was guaranteed, but because quitting would mean betraying herself. That decision didn't just create a book series, it transformed her entire life story. Here's the part most people miss. The decision that changes your future is often uncomfortable. It challenges the version of you that wants safety over growth. Comfort feels good in the moment, but it is brutally expensive in the long run. Growth feels painful now, but it pays dividends for the rest of your life. When you choose discipline over excuses, honesty over avoidance, action over fear, you're voting for a future version of yourself that you haven't met yet, but desperately need. Think about health. One decision to start walking every day might feel too small to matter, but fast forward 5 years. That decision could mean energy instead of exhaustion, confidence instead of insecurity, years added instead of lost. The same applies to learning, relationships, finances, self-respect. Futures are not destroyed overnight. They are slowly shaped by repeated choices that either move you closer to who you want to become or further away. There's a powerful truth most people resist. No one is coming to save you. And that's not meant to discourage you, it's meant to empower you. Because if no one is coming, then the responsibility and the power are already yours. The moment you truly accept that, your behavior changes. You stop waiting, you stop blaming, you start building. And that shift alone can redefine everything. Imagine two versions of you 5 years from now. One made the hard decision today, the other didn't. One faced discomfort, learned new skills, took risks, failed, adjusted, and kept moving. The other stayed where it felt safe. Same starting point. Completely different outcomes. The difference wasn't talent, intelligence, or luck. It was a decision made on an ordinary day when no one was watching. You don't need to have your entire life figured out. You don't need confidence. You don't need permission. You just need honesty, the kind that asks, if I keep living exactly like this, where will I end up? And if that answer scares you, that's your signal. That's the moment where one decision can rewrite your future. Decide today to take responsibility for your time. Decide today to stop negotiating with the voice that keeps you small. Decide today to act like the person you respect, even when it's hard. The future you want isn't waiting for perfect conditions. It's waiting for your decision. And years from now, when you look back at this moment, you won't remember every detail of the struggle, but you will remember the day you chose yourself. So, before this video ends, understand this clearly: your life is not defined by your past, your mistakes, or the chances you didn't take. It is defined by the decision you make now, not when you feel ready, not when fear disappears. Right now, power is not something you find someday. It's something you claim the moment you stop running from responsibility and start standing in your truth. You don't need permission to change your life. You don't need approval. You only need the courage to take one step forward, even if your hands are shaking. When you close this video, don't let this feeling fade into motivation without action. Choose one thing, just one, that you've been avoiding, and take a step toward it today. Send the message. Start the work. Wake up earlier. Walk away from what's breaking you. Small actions, done with intention, reshape identity. And identity reshapes destiny. 1 year from now, you will look back at this exact moment and realize it was never about inspiration. It was about decision. Be proud of yourself for staying until the end. That alone means you're ready for more. Now, prove it to yourself. Choose growth over comfort. Choose discipline over doubt. Choose the future you know you deserve, and take the first step today.